Summer is an awesome time to have fun with family and friends, but there's always the challenge of trying to keep up with the house as well as work on those endless projects that we thought we'd have so much time for. So if you're needing some motivation, then come on and join me, and we are going to get some things done today. Here's our day outside. It's rainy, but boy, do we ever need it. Living room, junk mail, some cups, my laptop from this morning, and this just needs to be kind of rearranged. That plant, or the flowers go there. My little plant is off its stand. My cat keeps trying to eat it. Guess which one? And then I just need to, fluff my pillows, get rid of those shoes. Nothing major. About once a week, I like to go through my living room with some glass cleaner and get my end tables and my coffee stand cleaned off. And I've also been treating myself to a bouquet of flowers every week. I buy one and I split it up between 3 vases. Can you see here? My cat keeps nibbling on top of my plants. To keep cats off your plants, try mixing lemon or lime juice with some water and spraying it on the plant. That normally works. I just need to do it. And here you can see where I tuck that blanket. I find it most encouraging to start at one end of the room and work my way around. That way it's just looking better and better, and then it gives me the motivation to keep on going. You'll notice I don't have clutter in my living room. Part of that is I like to have a very calming living room, and for me, if I see clutter, that's not calming. But I also want you to know that I don't have anyone under 14 years old in my house, and so that makes it a lot easier for me to keep things looking so clean, is because we don't have all the toys out. Years ago, when I had younger children, I would keep a basket in the corner, a big one, and I would just throw the toys in there when I wanted to see clean. It may look clean on camera, but it's not. For years, I've only had like a 3-foot by 5-foot rug in front of the doors that go to the outside, so it feels completely new to me to have area rugs. And one of the main reasons I decided to get some rugs was because my wood floors have really taken a toll and they need to be refinished, and I can't do it right now, so I thought some inexpensive rugs would do the trick. That's one rug, one day. This room looks great because my daughter's cleaned it. This is one thing I want to tell you, because I showed you in another video these chair socks, and I do just want to warn you that just like regular socks, they can slip off as the chairs are pulled in and out each day. And if you have a cat like mine, he might take them and run. Doesn't he look so innocent? Don't believe him. This room, however, oh my, look at that closet. Do you think I might need to go through the closet? In the bed, and beside the bed. What happened is last night I had a crash and burn. I actually was interviewed by Denise Jordan from This and That with Denise Jordan, and I will link that in my description box below. Plus, I know if you love my channel, you'll definitely love hers. I was trying to figure out what to wear, and my closet already was on the list for today to be decluttered because I got a bunch of new clothes. I need to declutter my older clothes, and it's time to get some things off the shelf that aren't clothing and reorganize myself. So I kind of let things go last night. I was tired when the interview was over, and I was before the interview trying to figure out what to wear. You know how all that works, and getting all my techie stuff out, trying out lights that I never did figure out, and whew, what a mess. So that's okay. We're going to get it cleaned up. And I also want to get my bed sheets and pillowcases changed out and washed. I'm getting the clothes off of the bed and put away so that I can actually strip the bed down and get the sheets going in the washing machine so that they're through the dryer. I only have the morning to clean today, so this video will stretch into tomorrow. And I also have someone coming in the afternoon who's going to be measuring our windows so that we can get a quote and possibly get new windows. We have some rotted sills, and this is a project that's needed to be done for years. So we're pretty excited about it, even though they're not going to be able to be installed until September, because that seems to be what it's like to do home projects in 2021, is you have to be ready to wait. Back to my closet mess. What I ended up doing was just shoving everything back into the closet, and I'm going to do a dedicated video for my closet and do a little deep clean and declutter in the bedroom for you coming up soon. So if you don't want to miss that, you're going to want to subscribe to my channel by clicking the little subscribe word underneath the video, and then click on that bell. That's a notification bell, and you want to click on all notifications, and then YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a new video. One thing that has really helped me this summer, and helps me all of the time, is I do keep a running list in my planner of chores around the house that need to be done. I'll either give those chores out to my kids because they each do one chore a day, or it's just when I get to the end of the day, I've crossed off whatever I got done or whatever anybody got done, and then I just pick it up the next time I'm able to clean. For all of us, there are always things that get in the way of that long list of things we want to get done. It could be our health, that we run out of steam, and it could be just busyness, other appointments that have to be dealt with. And so having a list I can always go back to helps me not to feel anxious when I can't get something done that I wanted done that day. And the kitchen, it won't take long, but it definitely needs some help. My bedroom is definitely not done, but I do have a time crunch here because the girls and I are headed out shopping for pants. And so I'm gonna get going on the kitchen so that I'm not gonna come home to a sink full of dishes. I can do my bedroom later, but a sink full of dishes just continues to pile up throughout the day. So we're gonna get that taken care of first. If you can relate to having a list either in your head or on paper of chores and projects that you want done, and that it always takes so much longer than you think it's going to take, it always spreads into other days when you thought it could be done on a certain day, go ahead and hit that like button so that I'll know that I am not alone. I do have some plastic containers and my Teflon pans that can't go in the dishwasher. Let me know in the comments if you put your Teflon pans in the dishwasher, because I have seen some cleaning videos where people do put their Teflon in the dishwasher, but I have never been that brave. I'm giving the sink a bit of scrub, and I'm just using my Dawn dish detergent to do that. Nothing special. Once in a while I'll go after it with a stainless steel cleaner, but most of the time I'm just using my Dawn. There are currently 7 of us living in this home right now, and so getting the dishes done and the laundry done every day is a huge priority to me. I find that if I can keep up with those 2 things, everything else can pretty much wait, but I do not want piles and piles of dishes or laundry. You might have noticed that my laundry area shares space with our half bathroom, and that's one of the reasons I like to keep up with laundry. I honestly don't even have space to keep dirty laundry, so I got this washing machine and dryer. They're both very deep. There's no agitator in the washing machine, so that just provides so much more space. So I can most days do 1 load and keep up with the dirty laundry, especially because we don't separate our laundry. The exception to doing 1 load a day would be Thursdays and Fridays when we have sheets to wash, and this happens to be a Friday. With the dishes done and the laundry flowing again, I'm just doing a quick pickup in the kitchen. I like to see how much I can get done before I leave. We always have about a 35 to 50 minute drive most places that we go, so I know I'm going to get to sit and relax in the car before we shop. It's almost a game to me to see how much I can get done before I leave. It's day 2 in this cleaning video. Different shirt, it's kind of wrinkled, new nails. What you saw yesterday or what you saw in the previous footage was all I got done for the day because the girls and I went to the mall and then they had a Bible study and then we got home and it was supper time. So I have a good long list. It's a Saturday and I'm going to see what I can get through. Also, my husband is working on our downstairs bathroom remodel today, so let me show you where he's going to start. Right now we have this sink and cabinet, but as you can see, you know, it's pretty worn, and also the sink is very cracked. We've had it a long time, and we also have this cabinet unit. He's going to rip that out today. I am so excited, and let me show you what's going in its place. My lighting is not the greatest in here, and it's hard to get backed up. So here is what we're replacing it with. You can see now I won't need the cabinet because the countertop extends, which I love. It'll give us more room. And also it has these drawers. So that cabinet just won't be needed anymore. And then this will have a shelf here as well, I believe. And then this I love. Let me get behind it so you can get better lighting to see. Let's see if I can catch the lighting here. But you can see it has this marble effect, which I really love. And this countertop is so heavy. I think it's actually over 100 pounds. Before I can even get to my list, I need to get this sink cabinet cleaned out for my husband. See, there's always something, and there's always things that don't end up on my list. So, you know, those lists and things are to help us know what we want to do next. But I think it's important not to beat ourselves up when we get to the end of the day and it wasn't done, because there's usually a really good reason it wasn't done. I have my ever-present Amazon Prime box, and I'm just quickly getting the things out of the bathroom vanity, and then I'm going to start on the bathroom cabinet. The good thing about when you switch over furniture, it's just always a great chance to declutter and see what things you can get rid of. I'm betting this is like 1 left. It's probably all dried out. It's a good chance to declutter always. My little train, I probably won't need this anymore either. Check this out. Instead of shelf liner, I was using tin foil, which worked for quite a while, but then I never replaced it. This is the same vacuum that I was using on my living room floor. It's my Dyson 11, and my favorite part of it is that it can also be a handheld vacuum. I'm going to go ahead and get some shelf liner in there now, which I should have done before. I am going to be keeping this cabinet. It's going to go beside my husband's desk in his office. And what I love about this cabinet is it has the shelving and the drawers, and everything is closed. The one he has now has open shelving. and he always has a lot of techie cords and different things and books and just different little items, and it always looks messy to me, even though they're all things that he feels like he needs. So I feel like this is a perfect solution, is it'll all be closed and I won't be able to see it, and yet he'll have the room for all of the things that he wants beside his desk. As you notice, as I'm seeing things that we could get rid of, I'm going ahead and I'm getting rid of them now. So I have some hair elastics that I never use, and of course that horrible tin foil that I'm throwing away. And then before I put things back into the new vanity, I'll be decluttering again. I don't know if you're familiar with Clutterbug, the YouTube channel, but she has a system of figuring out what kind of an organizer you are. I definitely am a macro organizer. I like to be able to throw things in a bin, but at the same time, I don't want to see them. My husband likes to have all of his things around him, so this is going to be a great compromise for us. He can have his things and I can have them hidden. I had gotten this cabinet on Amazon, and I love me a good white cabinet, but let me show you why I'm glad it's not staying in the bathroom. I don't know if my camera can pick up these little spots right here. You can see where there's actually a hole, and that is from moisture. Anytime water gets on these, it does not hold up. It immediately starts to bubble. So I actually had plastic on this, and still I had some moisture get underneath. It was honestly not suited for a bathroom, and so it's good that it's going. Let me know in the comments section below, if you would, what type of organizer are you? Do you like everything hidden, or do you like to see your things? Or do you like to be very, very detailed in your organization, have a lot of systems? Or do you like to be able to just chuck it in a box or basket like I do? Years ago, when my nephew was visiting me, he noticed that everything was either in some sort of decorative box or basket. And he comes out of the bathroom, he's like, "Aunt Karen, are you moving?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not moving. What gave you that idea?" He's like, "Well, you have all of your things packed." I gotta be honest, I can completely see where he would get that impression. So as you can see, I'm just bringing everything out of the bathroom, putting it on the love seat. I also still have some laundry on the couch, but I think I just want it close by, and at the end of the day, I'll be able to organize everything and put it into my new vanity. This was a pretty significant project for my husband because the pipes going into the back weren't going to fit the way they already were, if that makes sense. So he had to cut pipes, and he had to get new pipes and have it kind of routed differently so that it could go into the back without us cutting the back. Sometimes we will cut the back of a cabinet to put electrical or whatever we need in there, but the countertop on this vanity was super, super heavy, and I did not want to risk any of the strength of the vanity underneath of it. So out with the old so that we can be in with the new.
Here she is in my living room.
Now that my part of the basement remodel is done, I can go on to these kitchen drawers. I have kitchen drawers with quite a bit of dirt in them that I wanted to get cleaned out. I want to get them vacuumed and wiped. And then there's one cabinet beside the stove where I keep my cookie sheets and such. I wanted to get that one cleaned out too, because every time I open it, I see dirt, and it's been weeks. In fact, I wanted to do it when I did the spice cabinet, and you would have seen that video a couple of weeks ago. I can leave that linked in the description box below as well. And like I said, it just stays on the list until it gets done. And so today is the day. I have shelf liners, so I'm getting those cleaned up, and I always make sure to dry them really well so it doesn't ruin the drawer or cabinet underneath. Now this drawer is kind of funny because it looks like a hot mess, because it really is. Everything, most of our cooking tools are in here, and I was determined I was not going to declutter this box. I've been avoiding this box for quite some time. First I wasn't even going to take it out, and then I noticed it was dirty underneath, so I didn't really have a choice. And then you're going to see me put everything back into the drawer. Here I go, putting it back in, and then something catches my eye and I start taking things out. I'm kind of rearranging as I go, you'll see. And then I'm finally going to give in to my fate and realize that yes, indeed, I do need to just do a quick declutter of this drawer and this box in the drawer.
In 3, 2, 1. Now it's coming out again, and I just realized, Karen, it's going to take you 5 minutes just to clutter the stinking box. In the end, I was so glad that I got this done. You're going to see it makes a big difference in the drawer.
Walk me in the morning sun, tell me I'm a lucky one. I'm riding on the wave of a notion that I could be brave. Is there anything good on the radio? Turn it up loud and let me know how it used to be before anyone heard of you and me.
Of course, I didn't tidy the island before I started decluttering, so I get everything back in there and I'm like, what the heck is this? It was actually part of the drain that my husband was doing with the sink in the other room. This looks loads better, and it's going to be a lot easier for me to find things when I go to cook. And now I'm going to hit this bottom drawer as well. I don't know what you call these slicers, but I will tell you this, I am scared to death of them. I cut my thumb very, very deeply years and years ago, and I haven't used one since because I am totally afraid of them. This is totally my husband's tool. And then we still have a hand mixer, even though I got a standing mixer, because sometimes you just don't want to pull it all out, but I was noticing the cord going in is loosening, so I need to get a new one.
This is what I'm getting rid of from that drawer.
Don't you just love looking at something you just organized?
This cabinet beside the oven is a bit annoying because the shelf liner doesn't stay, but I don't want to stick it down. So if anyone has any solutions, let me know, please, in the comments. Thank you so much. This one's not that bad, but I am going to give it a quick vacuum. Well, I was wrong. Definitely looks worse once you get everything out.
This drawer holds utensils that I use when I am cooking or when we are cooking. And then it also just has some razor blades that we use and our scraper that I clean the top of the oven with. This cabinet has cooling racks and cookie sheets and my wooden trivet and also my broiler pan. And then there's a shelf at the top where I keep my oven mitts, but right now they're in the washing machine. I only have 2 of them, so they're both being washed right now, and that's why they're not on that shelf. So the new vanity's in, yay! I will give you a full tour of all of the things that I put in here and what it looks like in the bathroom at the end of this video, so you want to stay tuned. That is my caddy of cleaners you see on the right hand side, and then I put liquid soap. I'm putting in hair tools, but those are going to move in a minute. I'm really just trying things and seeing what's going to be best where.
Everything is so different from what I had. I feel like I need some containers. So what I'm going to do now is measure it, and then I'm going to run over to Dollar General and see if they have anything that I could use. I'm going to make a list of things that I want to keep here in the bathroom, if you can see that. And I think that's going to help me if I can have measurements and get some containers that are going to work. So
I was actually super proud of my husband and I. He had bought a pipe that didn't work out and he needed to return. We also had a grocery order we needed to pick up. And I also wanted to go, as I said, to Dollar General to get some organizing things for this vanity. And I was super proud of us because we went right to the dump while we were out and we got rid of the old sink and the old vanity. Let's just say in the past we don't move that fast, and it's one of the things I'm trying to change, and it's one of the reasons I have a cluttered basement and I have so many basement decluttering videos. So I am really trying to change. My husband also went down to the basement and got all of the things that I had decluttered that were going to the dump, and I had gone to Goodwill a couple of days before that as well. So everything that I decluttered in my last basement decluttering video is gone. I was super pleased with the containers that I got at the Dollar General. They really fit perfectly, and I was so glad that I measured before I went, because I'm not good at eyeballing something and seeing if it's going to fit. The colors were not my favorite and they didn't match each other, but that was actually fine. And here you can see this is our vanity and how it looks in the bathroom, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. I didn't even realize that the handles, I didn't look that closely that they were nickel, but I had bought, thankfully, a nickel faucet to go with it, and I love the way it goes with the new flooring. You can see here on the right that we need new mop boards, and that is coming. There's lots of work left here to do on this bathroom, so subscribe and come along with me. We're going to keep on working at it, and remember, as always, that God loves you, and I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.